Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurdaina Batrisha binti Kuskandar. Before we proceed with solution for question in our case study, let me summarize our case study first. First of all, Petronas Twin Tower is said to be Malaysia's pride and to symbolize nation's journey into the 21st century. These towers was built in 1991, where there is no gadget, no internet, have dominated the society yet. So it almost 23 years since its production. These 88-story towers was set up to be main office for oil and gas company Petronas. Constructed on 40 hectare, this nation's heart chooses to use fortified concrete for superstructure over conventional steel framework. Although a concrete skeleton was roughly half the cost for steel, but it is twice the weight.
Hi, my name is Cikgu Narsadatu Ashikin binti Cikgu Zainuddin. So I will answer for the question number 1. What is the importance of this iconic building to Malaysia? Number 1. Petronas Twin Towers spark a nation's pride and come to symbolize Malaysia journeys into the 21st century. Second, Petronas Tower are unquestionably the symbol of modern Malaysia, perhaps as symbolic of Kuala Lumpur, as the Eiffel Tower is of Paris and the Statue of Liberty is of New York. Number 3, represent Malaysia increasing wealth and the nation's desire to feature more prominently on the international stage. It was decided to build a pair of landmark 28-story tower to house and the offices of the National Oil and Gas Company, Petronas. Number 4, importing the vast amounts of steel that the Petronas Tower would have the required look to be far more expensive. So a concrete skeleton was roughly half of the cost of steel. It was also twice the weight.
So why construction company decide to use concrete over some conventional steel framework for superstructure? In my opinion, first, because reinforced concrete has a high compressive strength compared to other building materials. In other words, it does not crack under some weight. For your information, concrete has a great compressive strength where it can bear some heavy weights or forces on it. Plus, it also gains strength as it ages. Second, reinforced concrete required less skilled labor for assemble the structure. As stated in the case study, in Malaysia, we had bunch of workers who is expert in concrete construction method. So in contrast, the company no need to spend extra money for finding or hiring the skilled labor. And of course, it can reduce the labor cost. Third, reinforced concrete can withstand a good amount of tensile stress. To be honest, concrete has no tensile strength at all, but a reinforced concrete has. Tensile stress here means the ability to resist pressing or stretching. A reinforced concrete wall are able to stand if it experiences some kind of shear forces such as wind or earthquake.
Hi, my name is Nur Alia Farhana binti Rosli, and now I want to tell about what is advantage of using two different contractors for each tower. Each tower's contraction was handed over to a different contractor and indeed two different nations. Japan-based Hazama Corporation lead the construction for the Tower 1 and South Korean Titan Samsung Engineering and Construction lead the build team for the Tower 2 plus the Sky Bridge, the unique two-level structure that would connect the two buildings at roughly their midpoints. My first opinion is have different opinion. For example, in case the project have a problem, they will solve the problem in the best solution with the best solution. Next, have a different technique and a different creativity. Secondly, Malaysia could establish diplomatic relation between two nations. For example, cooperation between two different countries to achieve the same mission can affect the strengthened relation between countries. Next, able to exchange technology. The involvement of contractor from two different countries enable Malaysia to learn and acquire new technologies. Also can increase quality technical knowledge. Last but not least, it can save time. For example, two contractors compete with each other and prepare work on time. Next, to see which team would deem the best, resulting in more less damage and delay.
My name is Nur Nazina Sharika binti Azari. So today I'm going to answer question 4. It is construct the pentagram. Okay. So first we must know what activity must be done first. So in this figure we can see activity A need to come first and it took 9 months. Okay, so we draw an area here and write A and took 9 months. Okay, and then the second one is activity B. Activity B took 8 months to be done. So we draw an area here and B took 8 months. Okay, and we continue with activity C. Activity C is come from activity A. So from the A and then we continue with activity C and it took 8 months. And then activity D is come from activity B. So here is activity D and it took 4 months. Okay, activity E is from activity A. So we connect here. And then we get E and it took 10 months to be done. Okay, so activity F is come from activity E and D. So when we connect here and we get activity F. Okay, the last one is activity G. Come from C, D, and E. And we already have activity in D, so we make a dummy line here and connect with activity C and we get activity G. So this is all the activities that involve in completing this iconic building.
So, the completion time of this project is 28 months after we using EET and LET. The way we use EET, earliest event time is from left to the right, and add duration time of the first activity to the EET of the first node to determine the EET of the second node. Choose the largest value among the activities leading to the event when more than one activity is involved in determining the EET. EET for the first node is 0. For LET, latest event time, we count from right to the left minus the duration time of the preceding activities from the LET of the last node to obtain the LET of the preceding event. Choose the lowest value among the activities when more than one activity is involved, determining the LET. LET for the last node is equal to EET for the last node.